Hello everyone, it's me, Connor from Seafoam Gaming, and I need to talk. You know this lighting's horrible because I'm mad and I don't have any time to, fix anything. So, a while ago, I complained on Twitter about how all of a sudden Vidme blocked me out of nowhere for no reason at all, and it seemed random, and I thought it was suspicious. So I did some research on Twitter, and I eventually made a whole video about on Vidme that eventually got the attention of the Vidme admins, and they unblocked me. Though in my research, I found out that suspiciously the only other people I knew of who were blocked by Vidme, at least that publicly said they were on Twitter, were, well, extremist far-right people. And I hate those people. I want nothing to do with them. So needless to say, being grouped with them unintentionally or not made me a bit, mad. And I theorized why it could be. I thought it was because I agreed with one video made by some guy. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'll maybe link it in the description if I am not. I just want to get this video out, so I really don't want to do much effort of anything. But this guy made a video about how platforms aren't the friends and that Vidme need a lot of improvement before it could basically become a good site. And I agreed with it. The first time I used Vidme was, a year ago in November when I Hate Everything uploaded his stuff to Vidme because some of it got taken down, and I moved there because I heard from him it was a good site. So I was like, oh hey, this looks like a cool site, I'm gonna go here too. So I went there, and I've been uploading the Eternal Memories episodes and a few minor things ever since. But mostly it's just been a backup place for my Eternal Memories episodes, and also the place where I did my full-length export of the combined version of the fanfiction DeviantArt episode. Like that, the whole combined version was meant to be a Vidme exclusive, but case in point today, the reason I'm even talking about Vidme again after that whole block situation was resolved is because they're closing. 1 year after I joined and 2 years after they opened, it seems. Or 2014, I think maybe it's longer. I don't know, but they weren't relevant until last year, to say the least. They're closing. Why? Well, they say it's because they can't compete with Google and stuff, and that monetization's hard and whatnot. But the problem I have with that is people have been telling them that monetization on their site was so bad for ages. I mean, seriously, a lot of my friends never got a dime from the site, even when they had lots of viewers, and the only way you can really get money from it is if you, tip someone or subscribe to them for content like Patreon, but not as good as Patreon. So, in the end, Vidme wasn't really meant for monetization, but for people like me, I was fine with that. I had a big plan for my Vidme channel this month, and I was gonna keep it a secret, as I mentioned at the end of last Eternal Memories, but I had to spill it because it's closing on the day I was gonna upload a video. So my plan for this month's big video was I was going to make a 20th anniversary retrospective of the Electric Soldier Polygon episode, the one in Japan that got kids seizures and made them sick. I wanted to basically debunk all sorts of rumors about it that I've heard over the years, like the English dub, the whole some people actually died from it, whatnot. And the problem is, because I saw how my friend Gary and Weaver on YouTube got his, CinemaSins parody of the episode taken down for copyright by ShowPro, I didn't want to even bother messing with that Eternal Memories episode on YouTube for that, because while I do plan to make the YouTube-friendly Eternal Memories episode static images and a slideshow of sorts, I didn't feel like a Polygon retrospective would benefit from the same treatment, so I wanted to make it Vidme exclusive, and I had a whole episode raw dump and a trailer for the episode, the Japanese trailer for the preview. I had it all downloaded on my computer, ready to edit. I just had to film a script and some more out of, footage parts like this segment. And I basically was going to make it in about a week. I was going to start this weekend, actually. And it's, not up in the air now. It's going to be done on the 14th, because I think that's when the 20th anniversary of the Pokemon Shock incident was. And the 15th is when Vidme's closing. But even if they didn't close, I would still not be able to upload it, because guess what? Vidme did a bit of a dick move, and instead of at least letting their content creators make a goodbye video on their own website, you can't upload jack now. Nope, they disabled uploading out of the blue without warning, screwing over their content creators. Kinda reminds me of another video website we're using this minute. At least, Well, I'll have my own rants about YouTube in a bit. But case in point, Vidme wasn't perfect. Vidme had lots of problems. The monetization was bad, but it was at least a good site who didn't have to worry about copyright rules. I recommend a friend of mine who's a very, very small YouTuber named Delta Septile. He made a very well-made video review of The Adventures of Milo and Otis and The Adventures of Catwan, a Japanese movie I fell in love with and, well, loved. And he was super small. Like, I think he only had a couple hundred subscribers on his old account, and his video only got like a few thousand views. But because it was based off a movie, he got copyright striked, and his whole channel was a waste, and no one could do anything about it because he's so small. He made a new account that has 8 subscribers, even smaller, and he re-uploaded part 1, but can't upload part 2 because, you guessed it, YouTube copyright. So I suggested Vidme, and he was waiting to get verified, and now this happened. So not only did it screw over me, at least I have a secondary way of making videos, and most of my videos are YouTube friendly, but people like him, who literally can't upload videos because they will get taken down by the copyright system, they're not big enough to get professional help from it, they're screwed. They're stuck. There's nowhere for them to go. There's no good alternatives. Dailymotion's a mess. Vimeo is... I don't even know much about it. There's nowhere to go. Literally nowhere to go outside hosting it on their website. I'm thinking about doing that for the Eternal Memories episode, hosted on the C from Gaming website, but I'm not sure that would work, and I think I'd run out of storage space on my WordPress account, which would be bad, honestly. But yeah, this is a really bad news. Vidme's closing out of the blue, screwing over content creators, and the whole reason was because they couldn't compete with Google, and I find that fishy. Here are multiple reasons why I think the closing of Vidme is a bit of a BS move, just because of the way they're doing it. The first reason why off the top of my head is the fact that it came out of nowhere. A week ago they seemed perfectly content and that Vidme was going to be a good, decent alternative to YouTube, and I saw lots of people actually pushing Vidme as an alternative because of the whole YouTube Kids crap. Well, somehow YouTube was stupid enough to have a Kids app for YouTube, and now it's getting flooded with Vietnamese crap from those crappy animations of Elsa and Spider-Man I've been hating for years now. Finally, everyone else is noticing it. So YouTube is in a panic, and then they're losing advertisers. There's another adpocalypse coming. It's a disaster. People were recommending Vidme, and now Vidme is gone when they literally could have actually used this moment to become the next YouTube, or at least a good place for a backup. That's what I was using it for. Even though I had my faults with the monetization, I liked it as a backup. And even though I barely got any views except in the beginning when they had view bots as a problem, because Lester, every time you tweet on Twitter, you get like 40 views out of nowhere, which I thought was fishy. But Vidme actually did their job as a good backup site, even if they didn't do a good job at monetization. So I could actually commend them for that. It's just a shame that, everything else about Vidme was a bit iffy. I mean, not only were most of the people on there just fellow YouTubers like me using it as a backup site, because that's really what it was for most people, it was a backup site, not a site people moved from YouTube to Vidme unless they were crazy or ultra small. To begin with, it was just, well, another puny compared to the YouTube. But it had more good value than the other websites. On Vidme, you were guaranteed not to get a false copyright strike because at least all the human staff were capable of monitoring everything. But then, I think I'm moving on to the second problem because it's, as you can tell, unscripted. I'm doing this out of anger, so I'm probably not in the right mindset. But I'm just giving my theories on why Vidme is the way they are now, and what it'll mean for my Polygon episode. Because I'm really f***ing stuck. It's really bad. But anyways, number 2, the second reason why I think Vidme failed is something I heard of in recent months, and I think it relates to my case a bit about the block. Vidme had a big, slowly creeping up problem with the alt-right, because Vidme was touted as a site who was not like YouTube. They would not take down any videos without reason, so of course it led to the far-right hate group nutcases making accounts en masse on Vidme and uploading their hateful content onto Vidme, which left Vidme with a, well, predicament was like, oh shit, we can't have all these nutcases on our site that are acting crazy, not rational. So I guess in the end they actually decided to be brave, be noble, and actually remove the offending content because they had a TOS after all. And these far right got mad. I saw several on Twitter who were being nutcases, and the whole reason I found out about them being nutcases is because when I was blocked, as I mentioned earlier, the only other people I could find from the Vidme Twitter account that got blocked by the Vidme Twitter account were, well, said far righters. Conspiracy theorists were also being a bit of a common trend on the site, and that is not a good thing. Not like the rumors and theories that are fun to do, but the actual conspiracy theories like all those mass shootings and whatnot, the people who are idiots and think they aren't real and false flags and that shit. That disrespectful shit that makes me want to punch them in the face. I had to let that out. But basically, I noticed that was being a bit of a problem, and a few of my friends were as well. And a funny thing I noticed I didn't pay attention to when I was making my whole Vidme blocked me rant and I made a thumbnail, is that Vidme's old Twitter banner had the, well, hate group flag on it. It's not the Nazism flag, but it's basically what I consider the neo-Nazi flag, because this is what a lot of the idiots tend to share. And it ruined my favorite color. Thanks a lot, you pricks. So, in the second reason was pretty much that I think they didn't know what to do with those far righters, and they didn't want to lose their stats as a free speech supporting website. But of course, they should never ever give in to hate groups. So it was a bit of a tough predicament for them. So I think that's unfortunately the reason why they ended up having to close. And the third reason, that's my theory on why they had to close outside the Google's competing with Vidme thing, is the fact that ultimately Vidme wasn't profitable for anyone. From what I gather, in order for you to even get payments if you were lucky enough to get good ad revenue or subscribers, you had to email the admin of the website and ask for him to pay you with his own PayPal, which seems like a really stupid procedure to do for a video website, because you think you'd have your own payout method like Patreon. But from what I gathered, you had to go through this weird rigmarole to get paid. So for those who did want to make a living off Vidme somehow, then they weren't even able to do that because the wicked way the website was. But yeah, Vidme is really just meant to be a backup site, so that's what most of my friends used it for, a backup site for copyrighted fair use videos that YouTube did not like. And now everyone's screwed. Literally everyone is screwed. Imagine this happened with YouTube. It would be like an apocalypse, because all my videos I can't save to my computer because I have limited storage space on my MacBook. I lose them. That's why I've been uploading them to Vidme. In fact, I was planning to upload my entire unboxing playlist to Vidme as a backup, but I can't do that anymore. And since YouTube won't let you download videos that have copyright claims on them, I can't download MP4s of some of my unboxings that have copyright claims on them without going through those shady, virus-filled YouTube download websites. It's really stupid, and I'm just stuck. I had a big plan for the month. I had a good idea, and now Vidme screwed me over. I know some people were warning that Vidme was gonna die or they couldn't keep up with YouTube, and I believe that, because I didn't think they were gonna do well either. But I thought they'd at least be a niche for people who want to do a backup of their videos, at least for one more year or so. I did not expect them to close in 2 weeks. So yeah, what does this mean for the future of Eternal Memories? Well, Eternal Memories is gonna continue on YouTube like normal, and I plan to do stuff for YouTube more often, like the aforementioned Pokemon retrospective, but that's going to be heavily edited because I can't do a Vidme version now. But the Polygon retrospective makes me so mad. I want to do it, but I can't half-ass my project, because that would require me to do still images in order to get my points across, like I've done for most of my videos, and I can't do that on YouTube because the fucking copyright system is so bad. Seriously, if you're like a 10K, 20K, whatever, YouTuber, you don't even have a right to complain about the copyright system, and I know that's probably me going way over the hill right now, but literally, you have methods of getting help. You're big enough that you can rally at least other YouTubers to help you out. You can rally other networks, like the partner networks, to help you out of a situation, and for the most part, you at least are given a way to get the copyright strike videos back from the dead. I haven't had a single copyright strike yet, because I've been ultra careful, I follow the TOS to a T, and I know what's gonna trigger it. That's why I haven't done any sort of movie or episode version of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon episodes where I talk about the anime. The closest I've done to being possible copyright breaking on this website is the whole manga retrospective bit of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the first episode of my Eternal Memories series, when I reviewed the manga. I literally use scans of my own scans of that manga, and that's the thing I worry will get this channel a strike someday. So it was always comforting to know that at least Vidme would have stuff backed up, because I can't save everything in my computer, and as the series goes on, the episodes get longer and bigger, and I may have to get a hard drive, but even that won't hold everything after a while. But all these big YouTubers, 10K and over, they deal with copyright issues every day, even with their networks. But compared to the small guys like me, who only has 200 subscribers, or my friend Fossey, who only has 1K subscribers, but even he gets more comments than me nowadays, so I'm jealous of him immensely for that. It's just horrible. If I got a copyright strike, unless I spam the living crap out of every single YouTuber I ever met on the entire history of my entire life on this planet Earth, I would not get my video unstriked. And I guarantee you, unless there was a mistake and I could talk to the company who striked it themselves, I could not get a video unstriked because of my channel size. That's why YouTube was so bad. That's why people my size went to Vidme despite how crappy your monetization was. Because it was a good backup. It gave you ease of mind. It was good. But now that Vidme screwed us over, and now we have no ways to back us up, or even say goodbye to the f***ing website. Ugh! This is the mass I've been in ages. Even a ukulele rant I had unscripted about the Switch version delay, and even my Omega Green Alpha Sapphire rant I actually had made and was gonna upload, and if anyone knows how much I hate those games, this is the angriest I've been on video in my entire life. So this is how mad the Vidme shutdowns made me. Not because I liked the site, I just thought it was okay, but because of the present descent. YouTube's in chaos right now. Small channels like me are struggling to make it to 1K. I'm proud of my retrospectives and I'm gonna keep doing them, but it's hard to get demotivated with fucking fart videos that are like MMD, crappy animations, the stuff I ranted about in the Eternal Memories Part 3. When that shit that's made in a Blender app gets 4,000 views in only a day, when the hard work retrospective gets only 40 views in 1 month. This website.